Hello everyone, my name is Simran Kaur and today I am presenting the case study of my client Jasveer Kaur, in which we do analyze the career aspects of my client. This is a presentation of card 8090 and the agenda of this presentation would be introduction of a client. Then we talk about the two metaphors, career as cycles and career as fit. Then what are the matches and mismatches of the above two metaphors to my client's story. Later on, we talk about the alternative theory which can be applicable on my client's life, that is, social cognitive career theory. Later on, we summarize the whole with an introduction of my client Jasveer Kaur. She is basically from Punjab, which is located in India, and moved to Canada in 1993 after the marriage, as her husband is a permanent resident of Canada. At that time, she had to drop her graduation because of marriage. In total, she has an experience of 30 years. Her first job was in the manufacturing sector as a machine operator. She worked there approximately 4 to 5 years. Later, she set up her own manufacturing company named as Karamsar Clothing in Scarborough in year 1999 to 2002. But lack of investment, she must shut down her business. Later, she started working in auto part company as a machine operator for another year. But later, she finds that she is not meant for this job and tried different from the previous experience. So, she went to work as a first lady truck driver of her community in that company named Milers. She faces many difficulties while finding this job. Later, in 2005, she started her own truck company named as Hind Transport in Brampton. In 2013, she must shut down this company as well due to safety concerns, which she can't handle. Then, from 2013 to 2022, she worked as a manager in Top Logistics. Later, while working in different when we talk about the personality of my client, she worked in different companies and she had to face many problems regarding her language and education. But despite this, she managed her professional and personal life well. She has two kids, both are raised well with moral values, responsibilities. Her son is a lawyer and her daughter is a bank manager. She is a lady with a bold and never give up attitude towards life. She is open to learning many new things and skills to reduce her stress. She writes about her day to day experience and play along with her dog to reduce stress. That's how she manages her life, and this is her career. Now let's talk about the career as cycle. Donald Super created a useful framework for conceptualizing the constantly evolving nature of career development. The career developmental stages roughly coincides with numerical age, but what I like most about this framework is that we avoid the temptation to let your numerical age guide where you should be in your career process. So let's begin with the five stages, which are growth, exploration, establishment, maintenance, and disengagement. The first stage is the growth stage. It roughly coincides with the 7 to 14 age range. During this time, children begin developing a self concept based on many factors like actual and perceived physical and mental abilities, roles within the families, and relationships with the peers. They begin to develop attitudes and beliefs about the world of work. Although these are usually based on limited information, rediscovering some of these early attitudes can be valuable for clients and uncover hidden information about how they relate to others and the world. The next step is of the exploratory stage. This stage roughly coincides with the 14 to 25 age range. People begin to more clearly understand various occupations and start to envision themselves in different careers. They are aware of factors like prestige, levels of income, and how their interests and value will fit within a given profession. This stage is kind of like dipping your toes in the bathtub to make sure the water is not too hot. You are not ready to dive in because you do not have enough information, so you try on various options to see which one seems for the best. The next step is the establishment stage, which roughly coincides within the 25 to 45 age range. During this phase, a person selects a job and starts working. He compares his self concept of the job he is at and either decides it is good fit for or looks for the alternatives. The next step is for the process of maintenance stage. It roughly coincides with the 45 to 65 range. During this time, most people have settled upon a job or an industry that fits them and usually continue to develop skills and interests as they advance through their lives and careers. It is important to note that many people grow dissatisfied during this stage and also that it is last 20 years. The process of growth and searching lasts a lifetime. The final stage is disengagement, which occurs prior to retirement. Focus on work begins to diminish, and this focus moves to concern about other areas of life. This step does not really fit within the realities of the 21st century or current understandings about careers. However, people who do not retire tend to have better health, live longer, and report higher levels of happiness. Also, the threat of social security running dry makes retirement less of an option for many. The goal has to be find a more career from which you do not want to retire because you love it so much. Now let's analyze career as cycles with my client Jasveer Kaur. Growth stage was not applicable to my client's case study. The next stage, which is of exploration, it is applicable to my client. Firstly, she worked as machine operator, then after gaining experience of 4 to 5 years, she opens her own manufacturing company named as Karamsar Clothing Manufacturing. In this company, they manufacture garments and with a manpower of 10 to 20 people approximately. After bearing loss, the company was outsourced. After the analysis, I felt that she decided to find out good fit for her, and after looking for possibilities, she entered into auto parts skilled worker. I noticed that she entered into establishment state of super theory as she compared her self concept to the job, decided to foster a new opportunity. Even I felt that she tried to overcome anxiety that accompanied her due to uncertainty of business loss. At the age of 48, she is having mini cycles according to super theory because I felt that she has a career transitions such as employed then unemployed. Even she was self-employed. Moreover, Jasveer encountered difficulties in carrying business then shifting towards job. At the age of 31, she owned a truck company for 8 years. Due to facing challenges while running her own company, she became the manager in trucking company during her establishment stage. Jasveer, in her 40s, decided to finish her high schooling to develop skills and interests. It is important to note that she grew dissatisfied in maintenance stage. We can see that she is trying to find and challenging herself to increase her awareness and sense of self. Now let's talk about another metaphor, career as fit. In this, we talk about the John Holland's theory of Reisig, the hexagon model, in which he describes the RISEC, which stands for R realistic, A artistic, I investigative, S social, E entrepreneurship, and C conventional. R is for the realistic type, that are the doers, are those who like to work with the things. They tend to adopt a concrete approach to problem solving and can often be assertive, competitive, and interested in activities. The second one is artistic. They are the creators, are those who think outside the box. They do not tend to just accept and follow the rules. The third one is investigative. They are the thinkers. They are those who likes to solve complex problems. The investigative type tends to be very analytic and prefers to work with data and logic. The fourth one is social. They are the helpers and they are the types that like people the most. They tend to be the welcoming, sociable, and very much like to serve and help others, finding great joy in it. Then it is come the entrepreneurship. They are the persuaders, are the types of people who have the natural ability to lead others. Often these types are very persuasive, and with this comes the natural ability to sell things. The last one is conventional. These are the organizers, tend to like structures, rules, and order. They are often very organized and methodological and like to get things done on time. in every situation. According to Holland's Reisig hexagon theory, she is having RCE as a three-letter code. The person having this code means she is realistic, conventional, and enterprising. I think this code primary and secondary type is suiting his personality as she always adopted a complete approach to solve problem. Beside this, she likes to organize and get things done on time. I have neutral feeling of enterprising type because she had an ability to lead people but didn't succeed in it. The matches of both the metaphors in my client's study. First, we talk about the career as cycles that fits exploration, establishment, and the maintenance stage. The another one, the career as fit, it matches the three-letter code realistic, conventional, and entrepreneurship. In the career as cycle is the growth and the disengagement stages are not meant for her. And in the second metaphor, as career as fit, I analyze that the code E, which is for enterprising, is not depicting her personality well as per the Reisig Holland's theory. The metaphor which I think which is applicable on my client Jasveer Kaur is of the social cognitive theory. The key takeaways of the social cognitive theories are as follows. Social cognitive theory was developed by Stanford psychologist Albert Bandura. This theory views people as active agents who both influence and are influenced by their environment. A major component of the theory is observational learning, the process of learning desirable and undesirable behaviors by observing others, then reproducing learned behaviors in order to maximize rewards. Individuals' beliefs in their own self-efficacy influences whether or not they will reproduce an observed behavior. Now let's talk about how social cognitive theory suits my clients. This theory is an understanding of career decisions according to occupational choices. Jasveer has abilities, interests, and goals regarding various opportunities. She put herself into the situation and tried to explore and serve her strengths and weaknesses in career development. She carried out particular actions according to her ability in relation to social learning theory. I believe that she had a low self efficacy belief because she had difficulty finding suitable career options for herself. She was unable to perform a particular course of action, and that's why she is not established. Now, to summarize, let's recall what we have learned in the previous slides. First, we talk about the career as cycles, then we talk about the career as fit, then we talk about the matches and mismatches of the career as cycle and as of fits. Then we talk about the social cognitive theory and how it is applicable to my client's life. Watching my presentation. I hope you like it. See you next time. Tada. Bye bye.